Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's just small space only shows on my screen. Do 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 do. Hi Janet, how you doing? Just setting up my page real quick. And let's see here. Just adding some stuff to my tags on my video, so that if people are looking for this kind of stuff, they can find it. And I shall be right with you all. Do 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 do. Die cuts and more. Hello Ruth. Hi Sandra. Let me just mute this. Mute, baby, mute. There we go. Hello, hello. Mute. I have a possessed laptop. I'm gonna have to throw some holy water on it. Just get rid of some of the kinks. Because this thing be acting a fool. I gotta refresh my page because for some reason my chat is not working properly. So let's just see. Ooh, arroz con pollo. Today was pizza day in my house. I did so much cooking this weekend that I'm like cooked out. So yes. So today, I mean, I started a little bit early, so I'm going to give people time to like, time in. But I'm going to be working on some die cuts because I need to stock up on die cuts. And I got my little rack going, so I'm going to show you guys how the rack is looking that I was working on Saturday. I filled it up and I ran out of clips. So I had to kind of hack it with some paper clips. So thank God for paper clips. But I need to go buy some more. This is unable to connect to chat. Please try again. Well, that's weird. Can you guys type something so that I see if this chat is working? When you hear it. When you hear me say it anyway. I painted my nails purple, but they got messed up. So I got my cuddle bug out because this is what I have. I'm still stuck on the cuddle bug because it is what it is. Better to have something than to have nothing. So I'm very happy about this. This is my baby. And I love this little machine because it's the only one I have and it does the job. So I got this on the side. I got little pieces everywhere. It's been heavily loved. Let's see. I got Brandy asking me if I'm live today. I'm on now, girl. Let me just let her know. So I don't know. Did you guys I don't know if this chat thing is working. So let me just refresh my page again because for some reason it's not working. I had to. Usually I use Mozilla as my browser because as most of you guys know, the regular Explorer, it is just like no. Oh yes, I see now. So I got it. I might have to switch my pages. Hopefully I don't. Okay, I don't. Hey Brandy. I know I just responded to your why is it doing that? Like it's telling me that it's unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. This is very odd. I don't know if it's just a chat thing But I hope that I can see what everybody is typing, because it's hard for me to answer you guys if I can't see what you guys are typing. Let me just open the same page up in my Firefox browser real quick, so that I can hopefully see what you guys are writing, because it's going to make it virtually impossible for me to answer. And for some reason, well, I switched to Opera because my Mozilla, like I was saying, was starting to give me like a little bit of a headache. It started kind of glitching out. So I got the Opera to, I guess use both the browsers, because I have almost everything saved on the Mozilla, because that's usually the one that I use. But let me just mute this real quick. And for some reason, I'm just getting a very odd thing going on there. So let me show you guys my rack. I'm so happy with this rack. I'm so thankful to Kelly right now. You don't understand. The only thing is that it's really, really big. So I was keeping it here in the corner of my desk, but I'm thinking that I'm going to redo my whole little section altogether, which I do that anyways, because I'm kind of like, everything has to be feng shui. Like, I have to feel that it's kind of like organic, the way that I move through everything, so that I can use all the things that I have. So I'm constantly, you probably heard me say this a whole bunch of times, that I was working on cleaning up or reorganizing my little crafty space. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to do that. Okay, now on this one, I don't even see a chat. What the heck is going on? Let me just refresh that. I'm having, not even, thank God it's not the camera. Okay, I got it now. Now that it's refreshing, now I see it. No problem, Ruth. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying, so just bear with me a few minutes. I put my little machine to the side so that I can haul up my what is this thing called? Clip It Up. It's called Clip It Up. Hi, Debbie. So let me just, hi, Charity. Let me just see who's in the room. And I have good news. And I'm just going to say it now because I'm so excited. I bought a phone. Yay. Okay, what the heck? Okay. Let's see this one. See, this one's stuck on I Love the Cuddle Bug, which Sandra said that a while ago. And I don't know. There we go. This. Hi, Michelle. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if it's the app itself on the phone or what. But I'm getting, I guess, bits and pieces of, hi, Damaris, of I guess what you guys were saying. So just bear with me. I don't even know if this is still on. Yeah, it's still on. I still see my hands. Let me just see something real quick. Notice. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that you can do that. Hi, Nix. I just saw the messages. Okay, let me take that off the screen of the phone. I didn't know that you could do that. So I got a phone, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I was my mom came obviously for my kid's graduation, and she had this humongous. They call it a phablet. It's like, I guess it's like a phone tablet type of thing, but she's got an LG, the LG, the letter G Stilo, and it's like 5.7 inches. It's like, I mean, it's humongous. But what I was doing, I did some research on her phone because she wanted me, obviously, to do some techie stuff on her phone. She wanted me to, like, pretty much make it brand new and just get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, because her phone was, like, it was glitchy, it wasn't acting right, and she uses it when she travels to Dominican Republic. That's the phone that she uses over there, so she's got it set up with a carrier over there, so that's the phone that she uses. But like I said, it was acting up, so I had to, like, refresh it and all of that good stuff. So I did all of that, but I really liked that phone. So I mean, besides the fact that it's big, you guys know I like large things. But it was really HD. Like, I hit the camera real quick. I was like, let me see. So I hit the camera and all of that stuff, and it was like really, really HD. So I went on eBay and I was like, oh my God, I really, really want to get this phone. Please, God, help me, right? And I want to get it for cheap because, hello, how you doing? So that phone usually goes for like $100 and something, when it's brand new out the box. Depending on where you get it, sometimes, certain stores have like discounts, whatever. So I went on eBay and I spent pretty much all day, the day before yesterday and yesterday, just, you know, hunting down one that was a good price. I didn't find one. The cheapest one that I could find was like $70, and I was like, I'm not gonna give $70 for a phone. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. So I kept searching and I kept searching, and today, oh my god, I'm so happy! I found one for $35. I was like, yay! So hopefully, I have my fingers crossed, and I'm gonna get a, you know, it's not gonna be brand new, it's gonna be used, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm not using it to connect it so that I can talk on it. I'm using it so that I can stream. 15 megapixel camera, which is way more HD than the one I'm using now, than the one I had before, and the you know, it's a full screen, so you won't get these little black bars that I have on the side. You know what I'm gonna do, since I can't see my messages on the, I don't know if it's the app, you guys, or if it's the browser. So I'm gonna turn on my, the one that this is the one that I was using before, which is the Galaxy 2. This is what I was using before to, you know, to record, to stream, but it wasn't letting me, you know, because of the whole application thing, it wasn't letting me do it. This one that I'm gonna get now is, I guess it's up to date. You can say anything to me 5 and above right now, because that's what that's, you know, what the app takes in order for me to go live. It's good to go. Like, you know, I'm not asking for, you know, extreme technology over here. I'm just asking for, you know, to be decent enough that I can hook it up to the application. Where is, I'm trying to find my videos. Where's my channel? Okay, sorry about that, you guys, but I'm just trying to find my video here. I don't find it on my phone. So let me just see. Die cuts and more. I'm just looking it up real quick because I can't see what you guys are saying. For some reason, it's glitching on the chat thing. So, die cuts and more. So I'm trying to see if I could find it, so that I can at least read the chat that you guys live right now. I see my thing. So just give me a second, bear with me. Let me open up the chat so that I can at least scroll through the chat. Yes, thank you guys. Oh, I can see you guys. All right, perfect. So I don't have to depend so much on my my computer over here. So, so for the most part, I got it's LG, the letter G, Stilo, and it brings a little pen and everything. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God, thank you God, thank you God. Finally, hopefully this whole thing is over. And once I get that phone, which it should be here in a couple days, then I should be able to stream back to normal. And like I said, I'm trying to see if I could implement an extra day of streaming, where I'm doing probably something different. I don't even know anymore. But just definitely to hang out with you guys, of course, and create and, you know, do some crafting at the same time. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I'm just so happy. They had two. And I think with tax and everything, 40 something bucks, which it's still like pretty much a good deal. And overall looked good. You know, it turned on and everything. I mean, it was the pictures that they showed it on. But it's a really good phone, especially for the camera, because I think most cameras, well, excluding all the newer phones that are coming out now, like all of the Galaxy 7s and 8s and all of that stuff, pixel camera. So that's how you get the really crisp, you know, HD pictures and videos. So this is more or less going to have the same thing, even though it's a little bit older as a phone. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. So I was like, I can't wait to tell you guys. I'm so, so happy. So yes, now for what we're here for. So we're going to be doing some die cuts because I have to get my die cuts supply back up, and maybe I'll do a little bit of crafting with some of the die cuts that I come up with. Maybe I can make some tags or just make some different things with them, seeing, you know, whatever it is that I come up with. Because I didn't really have too much of a plan today, besides me knowing that I got to get my die cuts up. So I figured I'd do that with you guys. And then I wanted to show you guys the rack. This thing is huge, you guys. So hopefully you'll be able to see it for its maximum glory. And it is heavy right now as all get out. And I am just gonna bring my phone down so that you guys can kind of see this thing. And sorry if it goes back. Let me put it back the way it was. You might see the phone rotating, but it's this humongous thing. Just gonna pull myself back here, And what I did is that I hooked up all of my little dies that I had, and I punched a hole in all the little baggies. And for you guys that know, I have the way that I have my system set up, I use a piece of cardstock, and I pretty much just cut it and then just put the die inside, and then that's pretty much how I stored them. So most of them I just cut through the paper, but some of them I didn't. I just cut straight through the bag depending on the bag. But I got all my die cuts, well, all my dies here, hooked up with paper clips because I ran out. That was my little hack right there. I ran out of the clips that go with this thing because I put all my stamps in it, but I got all of that in there, and then I got, you know, like all my stamps and stuff, and that's pretty much how I hooked this thing up. This thing is a large, you guys, very, very large. So since I started organizing all of this, I'm like, you know what, I gotta make some die cuts. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So you guys will get to see what I have, and then at the same time, you know, we'll get some crafting going. Let me just make sure I don't shut my phone off. I gotta put a rubber band on my selfie stick. I gotta get a new one, because that's how I have my camera mounted. Just in case you guys were probably wondering how I do this. Yeah, I have a selfie stick that I mounted. It's stuck. I stuck it in between the boxes that I have of papers and stuff, so it kind of holds it nice and steady. And then the little foam that goes on here broke off, so I had to, you know, fix that. So how I fixed that is I put a rubber band to create some kind of grip, but sorry about the craziness. Here we go. All right, let me put this thing down, and I have it set next to where my computer is, right here on the side. So for right now, it's gonna have to stay there until I can actually give it a permanent home. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So how's everybody doing? You know what, I didn't realize that I needed this in my life until I got it. So this is why I'm saying thank you so much, Kelly, because I honestly speaking have put all my dies and all my stamps hooked up to this thing now. So it actually works out very well. Let me just make sure that I got my angle properly here set up. But I'm not really happy with overall how my like my little corner is looking. So what I want to do is I want to paint my desk, number one. Oh, the selfie stick? Yes, I bought that in Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has them. This is a Dollar Tree selfie stick. And that's pretty much what I do. I just hook it up to that. You know, I got it locked and loaded with my top shelf here. And then that's pretty much where I always mount my phone. So this is why I'm like, oh my God, I needed my phone to work, but it is what it is. I'm over it now, thankfully. Especially now that I'm getting a new one. So I can't wait to show you guys. So I'll probably do a review on that phone once I get it. I mean, I know it's used and it's not, you know, it's not brand new, but in case you guys might be looking for something, you know, similar, I'll let you guys know more or less what the specs are and stuff like that, and just show you guys overall like how it looks. And I'll do like a test run video just to make sure that everything runs smooth. But I'm like super, super excited right now. I am so happy. After the graduation, it's like a cloud was lifted, I tell you guys. Everything started falling into place. I'm like, thank you. But, you know, I think also a lot of me stressing, you know, just with all the things that had to get done. You know, stress can become, it can become somewhat of like a roadblocker. Like when you start stressing about things, it's almost like they say, you know, when you call positive things happen. So you always have to try to maintain a positive state of mind. Because when you get into, you know, not necessarily a negative mode, but when you start worrying about things and just everything starts kind of getting laggy, it's almost like your life starts to catch cachet and cookies. And if you don't clear that, then, you know, everything else won't work properly. So with me finally finishing with this graduation and knowing and seeing my kids up there, you know, getting their diploma and saying, thank God, this part is done. It just like, it's like a weight was lifted. Like, oh, I feel so good right now and so much better. Hola Isabel, ¿cómo estás? So I am just like super excited, feeling super blessed. Everything is finally kicking into full gear. Things are finally starting to work themselves out. And hopefully once I get this phone, which really had me depressed, as most of you guys know, this whole phone situation. This is just some of the stuff that I have here that I'm working on for the Christmas hop. I've started to craft some things, but I think I'm gonna hold off on videotaping. Like I'm gonna do this Sundays. I'm gonna do this Sundays share because it's the first Sunday, so I'll share with you guys through this camera, probably through the other camera, most likely through the other camera. You know, through my regular Galaxy phone. I'll do that video. Hey Mayra, I'll do that video, sharing with you guys like what I did. But I think moving forward, once I get my other video, that's the phone that I'm gonna use to actually show you guys everything, so you guys can see everything a little bit closer. You know, and be able to get like that real definition. Hopefully. So I'm very hopeful. So pray for me, y'all. Pray for me that this works. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. What am I getting? Okay, I'm a complete disaster. Let's see. I need paper, and I need to get some of my dyes out. So, I definitely want to start die cutting things that I can use. Definitely for this Halloween, for this Christmas hop. So I think what I'm gonna do is get things that I can use, get die cuts that I can use for this. Okay, how did I get this in here? Okay, this is how I get it out. So most of you guys obviously have seen what I have. I really don't have nothing new as far as dyes are concerned because I haven't been shopping. Literally, I haven't been shopping in quite some time. Just between me getting myself ready and everything, I had to pace myself and just only buy things that I knew like I definitely needed, like that cart, that Recollections cart, whatever it is, that Michael's cart. I definitely needed that, and when they had it for 23 bucks, I was like, you know what? I think it's about time I joined the adventure and get myself one. So I got one, and that's pretty much about it. As far as shopping for other things, I haven't really done much shopping other than a few little buys here and there that were like financially were very, small in nature. Um, just trying to get myself ready. Okay. But I'm going to pull out some dyes and just things that I think we can use. The only thing that I've gotten so far that I don't think I've showed you guys, so many people have been recommending to me to go to AliExpress and buy things there. And when I made the clay, the porcelain clay, I went ahead and went on there just, for price comparison. I wanted to see how fast things got to me compared to how fast things get to me when I order from eBay. So the only dye that I did buy from there is this one. And this one has words, which most of you guys know I don't have many things with words. I only have I have this one, and then I have another 3-piece set, I think, that I bought off of eBay. But this one says hello. I think it says smile, but we'll find out because this is gonna be one of the first things that I'm gonna be die cutting. And I think I paid like $1 something for it, or $2. I'm not even sure. But the dies were really small, so I was like, okay, I guess. But they are really tiny, and I have to come up with a better system than this. But I'm gonna have to see about getting some kind of thicker bags, because these little, bags that I was buying before, and even the ones that they come with, are very thin, and they break so easily. So this one says like hello, smile, sweet. I think that says happy or yappy, one of the two. Love. I don't know what that says. Fun, live. I have no idea. We're gonna find out. You, I think. I have no idea. So we shall soon see. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Like let me show you guys if it's easy for me to get to. Yeah, it is. Um, I have, ow, my oven broke down, right? So I've been kind of holding off on letting these people know that they have to fix it because I was talking to the super from the building, and pretty much my building got bought over by somebody that by some new people. And you know, I don't want to complain too much, but let's just say I'm not the happiest resident of the establishment at this point in time. So they've been kind of replacing people's stuff, whatever, whatever. But I have a really, really good stove. Well, it's not that good if it's broken, but I had a really, really good stove when I moved in, and I still have the same one now. And if I get it replaced, they're gonna replace it with some cheapy choppa stuff. That's the best way that I can describe it. I really love how my stove cooks. It's nice and wide. It almost looks, I mean, for me, the way that it feels compared to stoves that I had in the past, and for me, you know, a stove is a very important thing in a kitchen. It's not just about the space, but for me, the stove is like really, really important. Because, you know, obviously you're cooking all your meals, or you want to make sure, you know, you want your, if you're going to waste money buying the food, you want to make sure that the food gets cooked well. And on that stove, I just love it. I mean, everything always cooks exactly. I know the timing of everything. I'm just very used to it. So my oven, I think since like a month and a half ago, doesn't turn on. And I spoke to the super and I showed him, and he was like, oh, you know, we can replace it. And I'm like, oh, you're going to give me the same one? And he was like, oh, no. I was like, whoa. Like, I got a name brand stove. I don't want to get a cheapy chopper one so that you guys can fix it and give it to somebody else. For that, fix it and just put the part in it that it needs. It needs some kind of a sensor that goes in the bottom. But my husband was like, why don't you just buy the sensor and then we could put it ourselves, because I'm pretty handy. So, you know, I'm like, I could do that, but then what happens when something else breaks? Like, am I going to constantly be fixing this stove to then, let's say we move out of this place one day and I'm going to leave them everything fixed and they're not going to, you know, pay me back for nothing? Like, no, I'm not going to do it. This is their property, so they have to fix it or they have to replace it. So, I mean, it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to give up. I'm going to have to just let them switch it out. But I've just been trying to hold on to it just for sentimental values. It sounds so crazy. And I know I'm corny as all heck, but it is what it is. I can't help it. I get attached to certain things, and the stove is definitely one of them. Because my old apartment, the stove, it was like a baby stove. Like, you know those play sets that you buy for children? That they put the twigs and the rocks on and they make believe that they're cooking. My stove in my other apartment before I moved to this house was like that. It was so small, like you could put a cup on it and it literally covers up all four burners. Like, it was ridiculous. So I got this huge stove and I'm like, oh, I don't want to give it up. And especially if they're gonna give me some rinky dinky stove, like, oh, I don't know, I'm just stressed. I'm stressing over the stove. But anyway, back to what I was saying. My energy's back up, you guys. My energy's back up. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. So this is the molds that I was buying from AliExpress, and this is the last one the last few that I got. I think I showed you guys. I'm not sure, but I got this one. This is like that, what is that called? Cherry blossom. I got a cherry blossom, and this one you guys saw. This one right here, it makes like the leaf impression. But anywho, I got these so that I could bake them, because I got some of the clay that Tanya gave me, New York Freestyle Nails and Glitz, that she gave me. So I have everything together here because I want to make some of these. And granted, I still have my my dough. This is my cold porcelain right here. I still have this that I can use to let it dry out. But I do want to go ahead and bake some, because I just want to see what the difference is. I've never baked any clay before, and I've seen some of the things that some people made, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I would definitely want to try that. But it's taking forever, and I have like 6 more molds that I'm still like, okay, if you guys all left at the same time, and you're all going to the same place, why do some of you get here soon, and some of you guys are still like flying in midair? Like, I don't understand it. Like, how long does it take to get from China to the U.S.? It shouldn't take a month. It shouldn't take, you know, 2 months. So I'm just waiting. Are you guys having problems seeing the chat? Because I can see the chat just fine now on my phone. I can see it on my phone fine. I wasn't seeing it before. Um, yes, I want to get to that. And honestly, I want to get to a point where I can maybe even incorporate some cooking. You know, not all the time, but definitely every now and then, you know, come out with something different and be like, hey, you guys, we're cooking today and we're going to do it live. So I can cook. And the thing is that the Wi-Fi in my house is very long. So where I'm at, this is like, you know, my bedroom where I'm at faces this is the street right here, let's say that this is the street where my window's right here, obviously, and then my kitchen is literally all the way on the other side. It's like one long thing, but you know, it's all the apartments and the hallway. Everything is nicely spaced out, but it's just a very long, you know, format. It's a very long floor plan, I should say, and the Wi-Fi doesn't get all the way over there, so I gotta figure out what to do. I gotta figure out some kind of a hack or something. Somebody told me to put aluminum foil behind the modem and see if that'll work, but I'm thinking I might just end up getting another modem and just putting it in the living room somewhere maybe to heighten it up. I gotta figure that out, but if I can do that, then I can stream live from my kitchen, and then I can maybe do some live cooking shows or, you know, cook live and stuff like that. Awesome. Not you. No, I'm good. So some of you guys are not getting it. I don't know what the heck is going on. Could it be YouTube? Because this is just kind of crazy that everybody across the board is like, some of you guys are good and some of you guys are not good. I don't know. This really sucks. I can't get it 100% no matter how hard I try. There's always something. Since I started streaming, there's always something. Always, always. Ugh. And I think this Friday I'm gonna do the drawing for my challenge, my IC card challenge. I think it's long overdue, and that way I can ship it out the following week. You have to use your phone, so this is very odd. Right now it's discriminating. It's discriminating against those with phones and those with computers, because my computer, I still have it on and it's stuck. Like the last message that I have on the timeline says hi from Michelle. Like that was when she first came in. So you guys know already. Best Buy said doubling up on the modem isn't good. It has to do with the amount of data you got. Really, because everybody else that I've spoken to that has done it, Brandy, has actually said that it is good. It is. Said that that's what I should do. They told me like buy an extra modem and just hook it up somewhere, and then that way you guys can divide the amount that's feeding on the modem. So I don't know. Really? What the heck is going on with YouTube? Like, am I not good enough to have my friends be notified? And you know how early I put the video up? I put the video up so early. Like, it's crazy. I put the video up really early today. I think like sometime around 12 or something like that, 12 or 1, just to make sure that everybody hopefully was seeing, you know, that I was going to be on. So, let me get some of this out of my way. I've just been kind of like, my mind is kind of open right now. And I'm just thinking about all these different things. And hopefully, like I said, once I get my phone situation good to go, and that's one less thing on my mind that I have to worry about. And, oh shoot, wait. It's suctioned up. I put it right here. You guys can see it well there, hopefully. You guys can see what I'm doing. I gotta get some papel, which is paper. Let's see here. The sweetest thing. I like using thick paper, so I'm gonna get some of my paper pads out. I've noticed that I'm not really one to use paper pads often. Like, I'll have them there, but I don't use the I don't use them that much for some reason. I don't use the small ones, the 6x6. So I have some of them there. I'm gonna include a few of them in my giveaway now, and I have stuff stacked in top of stuff. So I gotta figure out a whole new system because my Tetris space here, my little Tetris area that is like everything hodgepodge together, is not really flowing for me properly right now. So I have to figure out a way of making it flow. Don't mind that. That's just pieces of my house falling apart. Thank God my husband's not in the room. He's gonna be like, oh my God, you're breaking everything. I have some paper pads here that I haven't really used, and they have really pretty patterns. I think I'm just gonna go with some of the ones that I have used, and our single-sided. So I think I'm gonna go with this one for right now. Let's see what I have here. And I'm gonna just try to use up some of the ones that I have that are that don't have much paper in it, just to kind of start going through some of these as opposed to having them hold up space there. And let me get my phone and put it next to me so I can see what you guys are writing. Yes, that's what my room is, Liz. It's Tetris. Literally, I put stuff in where it fits in. Some edges pop out, some edges don't pop out. Then I have like spaces in between layers. Like, it's crazy. I gotta make it work. I gotta make it work somehow. So I have this paper pad here by We Are Memories Keeper, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the pretty ones that I like, and I'm gonna keep them hold, because if I feel like I can use it like in a card or a flip book or something, then I'm gonna keep them hold. And the ones that I don't like so much, then I'm gonna use them as die cuts, because that could somehow die off the pattern a little bit. Hi Teresa. What's wrong with your hands, all? Oh no, you had surgery, right, for carpal tunnel syndrome, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw something about you having some kind of a surgery. But hopefully you'll feel better soon. I know it sucks when you can't get in there and do what you want to do. And we are so dependent on our hands. Okay, I gotta move this thing because this thing is like an octopus. Let me move my cup. My Crafty Pants cup. I need a cup that says, "Here lives MacGyver." That's what I need. Because that is completely me. So I label my plates. Because I bought a new set. I finally broke down. I couldn't do it. Because Brandy gave me the A plate. So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to have an A plate that's brand new, then I need to have some B plates that are brand new. So I went ahead and bought it. And then I labeled one. I put a sticker on it and I wrote "Don't cut," so that I know that this is like my extra. And I don't use it pretty much for anything. I try not to use it. Or when I'm going to use it, I put the one that's not labeled on top if I'm going to cut. So for the most part, I'm going to go through this paper pad. Again, it's the We Are Memories Keeper. And I think this is a peachy cheap deal. I'm not even sure. I kind of stopped doing the peachy cheap thing because, yeah, they're cheap and all of that stuff. And sometimes they have really, really nice things. But sometimes those paper pads be like, ugh, I don't know about that. See, that's kind of cute. Like, I could definitely use that. But this one right here, like, nah. I would not use these. Maybe for like an envelope or something. So I'm just going to take some of these out. And I'm going to do a lot of cutting at 2 at a time. I like leaving ones that are plain. So like if they're plain, I really won't go ahead and cut them. But some of them, like I would in a second. See, like this right here. It's not really my thing, so I'm going to cut those. I just need to do something with some of these paper pads. Because I can just buy a 12 by 12 and divide that into 4, right? Is my math right? My math might be off. ugly papers for punches and dies. And dies too, Brandy, and dies. At least they will be today. See, some of this is like cool, but it's not really my thing. So I'm gonna use some of those, and then anything with flowers I usually leave because I love flowers. And but some of this like tribal stuff, that's what I see when I see that kind of paper. That's not really me. So stuff like that I'll use for die cuts. Or I'll end up cutting it, you know, on something useless. So I might as well just make die cuts out of it. And then I just leave in there like the ones that I left in here are the ones that I know I would use. Like I love this right here. So I would definitely use that one. That one I would definitely use because it's simple enough. This one I like because I can trim different sections of it and use them in cards, like I did that the other day. I like things with dots. I can deal with certain things with dots. It all depends, but I kind of like this. Because this, and the other one that I have in here, the other black one, those kind of go together. And plain ones like that I leave. And then I have these, but like I could definitely use that black one with some of that other stuff. And this one, because it's plain, I'll save it because I can stamp an image on here and it's almost like skin tone. So Saved by the Bell there. And then I have this one, which is like the flag. It has got the flag colors, but I'll work with these for right now. So we'll see what we do. And I'm going to cut out some of these words. And this one here, there's like all these different, the different layers of colors is kind of perfect. So I'm dying to see like how these look because I've never used them. And honestly speaking, I shouldn't even be putting those on there like that. I should be doing this. So I'm going to use my cut up C plate because I'm putting these to face the bottom. And then for extra measure, because that's just like what I do, I have a pack of foam that I like to use to kind of, these kind of fit perfectly in there. But this gives me just the right amount of cushion so that it creates the right amount of pressure. And that way I don't cut up my plate too much. And then at the same time, it also, like I said, gives me that cushion for when they cut out. So that hopefully they'll cut all the way through. It's especially good to do the foam when you're gonna, especially when you're gonna be doing like double-sided paper. I mean, not double, but when you're gonna be doing more than one sheet at the same time. That's a very good way of ensuring that your dies cut through your paper all the way through and through. So this is pretty good. I can get a few dies in here. And I'm not going to die cut the white area with the words, because that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm just going to do these here. And hopefully they'll work. My die machine is Epic 6. What are you using? Looks pretty. This is the Cuddlebug. Oh, reliable. Where did you get the time? Wow. It looks like a bomb pop. Oh yeah, it does. You're right. Those rockets, those rocket ices. It sure does. Alright, so my dies are facing down. And my plate is on. And let's see. And by rule of thumb, I just always run this stuff multiple times because you just never know. You never know what's gonna happen here. And let's just see. Okay, some of my dice came out good, some of them shifted. They all stick. So let's see what actually came out here. Okay. So they stuck to the foam, which is not a bad thing. They come off pretty easy. That's another good thing about the foam, is that sometimes they'll stick to the foam itself and not to the dye. So it actually helps with releasing the die cut out of the die itself. So let's see here. We have the word love in blue, and that should have been in red, but oh well. Let me get myself a little stick here. Let's see if I can show you guys. So we have love, which was this one. Now this foam is super duper cheap and thin, so you might end up going through quite an amount of them. The thicker the foam is, well, you don't want it to be too thick, but the better quality the foam is, then it'll last you to pass it through a few times. These, because they're so cheap, and I only use one sheet, you know, at a time. But you can also, like, it actually cut all the way through. So if you wanted to save these little foam bits, you can. And then you could just die cut like little foam bits. So like that one actually cut the whole word out. Actually, they all cut the whole word out. This one right here, it got messed up, so I guess it shifted in there, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let me get this smile out of here while I can, if it'll come out. Because I might as well save everything, right? Make use of it all. If it'll come out all the way. Okay. That's giving me a problem to come out, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. We have the word happy. These are really, really dainty. I guess you're not going to get some of those really nice ones unless you actually go with like, what is it? What's that brand? Was it Recollections, the brand? No, it's not Recollection. What the heck is it? I have a die from them somewhere in here. I actually have a few of them, but I stopped buying them once I found eBay. Because I was only able to buy like one or two at a time. So like, not even one or two. I was buying one at a time. I wasn't even buying two. So, let's see here. I'm just going to put that one back in. And these are the little ones that came out. They're so small. Like if you're going to make a card, I don't know about making a card with this unless you want to make your background full of all these kinds of words. Like it will probably look cute as a background, like just adding all the different words in the background of a card. But this is kind of small to make it like the, you know, the main title or the main heading of your card. So I don't know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like it. I like things that shine, and that gold just popped with that blue, so I was like, time to wear it. I got it from AliExpress. I have to go into that account so that I can go ahead and click it and see if I can get the link out of it, out of my account. Yes, you can, Teresa. You can use foam. If it'll cut through, then you're good to go. And like this pack has all different colors, so you know, you can kind of go crazy and just get a whole bunch of different ones. So let's do some foam just for the heck of it. Now this one is really, really thin. Like if you guys can see that, maybe if I show you with the two colors. This is really, really thin. This is like the super duper cheap pack. I bought it at a pharmacy actually. The one that they sell not in Family Dollar, in Dollar Tree is a little bit thicker, and that one is actually a little bit better quality than this. So you might want to get that. It doesn't bring that many, but it is a better quality. And they have the ones with the sticker back, which is actually what I was using on my Cuttlebug before because my plates were warped. So that's actually what I did. I took the sticker sheet, the sticker part off of it, and I just stuck it on to the plate itself, and I would just run it through the machine like that until it would just all kind of fall apart. And then I would just run it on the hot water, which is why I don't know if you can see how it looks really, really dirty. I haven't washed this in quite some time. It's because of all the sticky stuff from the sticker thing. But you just run it on the hot water and you could just scrape it right off. It comes right off. I just haven't done that in a while. But that's what I was doing when my plates was warped. I just grabbed one of these. It was a little bit longer. I think it was actually a little bit longer than this. And what I did is I just had a cut around it just to make sure that it fit perfectly on this. And after like 2 or maybe 3 runs, like it was smooth. Like it was fitting perfect. It would eventually get really, really flat, obviously from running it over. I mean, it's foam. So it's going to eventually get really, really flat and thin. It'll thin out the more that you use it. But it was cutting my dyes like brand new. Like my machine felt like it was brand new. Yes. Damaris knows exactly what I'm talking about. So for the most part, I got some of these words done. And let me get some paper. See what else I can get out of this baby. And let me just put another sheet here. So I'm just doubling up on this. Even though I know for a fact I'm not going to be going all the way back there. But it's just better safe than sorry. And I'm just going to see how many more. I couldn't get one of those words out. So I'm going to try to see. I don't even know which one of the words it was. Maybe it was the hello. Because I don't see hello here. I see smile. So I think it was the hello. So I'm going to try to get some of this little hello here. Get that out of there as much as I possibly can. And just use up the rest of it. Use up the rest of that paper as much as I can. Now, granted, you could put tape on these things if you want to. I'm not going to worry about that too much. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, if you're going to be precise because you only have that one sheet, and you really don't want to mess it up, then by all means, baby, put some tape on it. Okay? Better safe than sorry. But since what I'm doing right now is just pretty much having fun, I'm not going to worry about it too much. No problem, Teresa. Thanks for stopping by. So let's run this baby through. So hopefully once I get my stove done, be it that they're going to fix it or that they're going to replace it. Because I complain. I don't complain a lot. I'm not one of those people that like calls the office for everything. Like I'm a do it myself type of person. So I do it myself. Like if my door is creaking and cracking, girl, I grab some oil. I be like, kiki, kiki. Good to go. No more creaking and cracking, okay? If my window's out of place, guess what I do? I put that sucker back in place. Like, we do it ourselves. Because when you live in an apartment and when you grow up living in an apartment, you learn how to fix stuff yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, your landlord is not the best landlord there is. So along the way, you pick up a few tricks here and there. So I don't call the office for everything. But when it comes to my stove, when it comes to my fridge, when it comes to my sink, oh, let's go, papi. I need some work done over here. Se me está cayendo todo encima. Let's go, let's go. You gotta fix this. You gotta fix this in a hurry. Because I can't have my kids swimming through my house because there's a leaky this or leaky that. We gotta get this going. So I got some more words out of there. And I'll see if the foam pops out. Sometimes the foam will pop out. Sometimes it didn't pop out all the way. But I'll use it if I can. Because I could paint these. Since it's foam, I can paint over these with some glitter paints or regular paints or use a marker. I wouldn't recommend someone using a marker because chances are if it's not the kind of marker that dries up, you're going to pretty much make a stamp out of it. You can make stamps out of it too by using the foam. But I wouldn't recommend using this thin foam unless you're going to layer them and layer them and layer them. So that one didn't work. Let's see about this smile. Okay, that didn't work either. Either way, I'm going to leave those there. So I got me some words. So that's good. I needed some words. So I got that going. I'm going to put those on the side there. And so for the most part, that's my word situation for the day. I'm going to put those away. And it's got like double-sided tape on the paper, so I'm just going to stick those on there for now. Can't be losing these. These are small. But they weren't very expensive at all. This is the only die that I bought like in ages. Since the last time you guys saw me sharing dyes with you, that was the last time I bought dyes. So it's been like 2 months, 3 months almost. I haven't bought any. But hopefully, within the next coming months, I'll be able to do some more buying. Although by then, you guys have probably seen it all, because everybody's, you know, shopping with the eBay dyes. Because why not? You know, you gotta get them while they're hot. But I'll do my best to try to find some unique pieces. Maybe not so unique, but let's see. All right, so those are done. I definitely want to cut out this angel. She is on a piece of... Did I really punch a hole? I thought it was paper. No, I didn't. Oh, Dios mío. So, I guess I punched a hole through the magnetic mat. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. So, let's do some of this. Let's see what I can get here that is decent. Because pretty much, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. So, let me put another one in there. Flowers, 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 flowers. No, I don't want no flowers. Not right now. Because then that's going to make me build. How about this window? Will this window fit? Yeah, this window will fit in there. So, I want to see. Let's see. What's going to happen here. So this can be like the tooth fairy coming through the window to steal your teeth and give you a quarter. Like, doesn't your homegirl know that ivory is worth much more than that? It's ivory, right? Your teeth are ivory? I don't even know. I know people be replacing teeth with ivory. I remember my uncle. It's kind of like a funny story, but my uncle from my father's side, he was a really, really heavy smoker. And his teeth were like George Washington's wooden teeth, okay? That in color. Not that they were actually wooden teeth, but that's how bad they were. So he's like, he doesn't smile. He's so upset because his teeth are like, and no matter what he does, they still, So, right? So he goes to DR, and I guess he got his teeth done over there. He comes back, boy, looking like Mr. Ed with the brightest smile, cheesing all over the place. Talk about, let me see your teeth, let me see your teeth. And then be like, look at mine, look at mine. It was like, oh my God, hilarious. He did that to everybody. Everybody had to show him their teeth just so that he could show them his. And he said that they were ivory, which I don't know if he was telling me the truth or not, because that's not the brightest thing to do, but it just reminded me of that real quick when I saw the tooth fairy. Okay, so we have a window. So the window's kind of cute though overall. Like, this will make a cute little die cut for like a card or something. See, it has some of the pattern, but it's not overwhelmed by the pattern. So you can actually use this on a pink or a black or just any kind of you know, border. And I popped the little pieces out just to be on the safe side, just to make sure that they pop out, because sometimes you'll cut them and everything will be like good and you're popping off all the pieces and you're like 99% there, and then there's just this one little stubborn piece that for the life of you won't come out. Like, I know for a fact I'm gonna have one of those right here. All right, so God, I hope this is not just not rip that off. I'm gonna have to run this one again. So there goes a boo-boo right there. I gotta run them more than once. Or maybe I should double up on the foam. I don't know. Okay. Let me check my camera, make sure that I'm still good. Yeah, I'm still good. Yeah, if you guys see that it's buffering, let me know, because I got the phone right next to me so I can see what you guys are saying. So yeah, man, this is like... And he's like a short man. He's not the tallest thing in the world. But boy, did he feel tall when he walked in the room, bright as the sun, with them teeth. Oh my God. I was young too when that happened. That's how bright they are. I still remember how bright they were, because I'm sure they're right back to being brown, as much as he smoked. Um, but yeah. See, this looks kind of cute too. Kind of vintagey. She looks kind of like retro 60s type of a flying thing. So we're gonna leave that there. So sometimes with you, when you have papers that the pattern is not the greatest, the colors are not the greatest, you can actually turn them into something that you can actually tolerate just by, using them for die cutting, or as Brandy says, use them for punches. Um, you minimize the eyesore by shrinking the space or eliminating from that space. And then you can still be happy with what you got. I'm going to have a mess and a half over here of little bits and pieces. But oh well. You're very welcome, Ruth. It's the quick doer upper, right? That's how Bounty used to say it. Quick doer upper. The old Bounty commercial. You could pretty much fix almost anything. And you can make them into stamps. Like, look at this. Right here, I can have the stamp. Well, I messed it up, obviously, because it says hello right under her armpit. And I don't think her armpits talk. So, it wouldn't work for this one. But with the thicker one, this is pretty much a ready-made stamp. Right? Obviously, you will run her through more than once so she comes out all the way, well. But you guys get the idea. And you stick this with either double-sided tape, or you use something or the other, and it's gonna fall apart, but you guys know more or less what I'm trying to say. You could use double-sided tape, you can use whatever whatever you have available to stick it down. You might even get away with glue, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But and you can make your own stamps right here. It's kind of like what I did with the stickers. I don't know if any of you guys saw that video where I took that Dollar Tree sticker, and I pretty much stuck it on my little inking block, because it's a sticker and it's made of foam. It's made of this same material. It's just texturized a little bit more, but it's made of the same stuff. It's made of foam, and you have a stamp of an angel right here. You take out all the little negative spaces, negative spaces, and you can just pretty much, ink up the rest. And I'm actually going to do a little demo real quick with this one, just to kind of show you guys, because that's what we're here for. Hi, Deb. So you pretty much take out all the little spaces, all the little negative spaces that you don't need. If you want to keep them in, that's up to you. Depending on how thick your foam is, you might want to take them out. You might want to keep them in. And it all depends on the look of the stamp you're going for. But you can use your die cuts and cut out some foam, and then mount it on a piece of plastic, something sturdy. Like what I was using, let me see if I find some. I was mounting my stamps on baseball card holders. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but if you've ever seen anybody collect like baseball cards and stuff like that, they have these really sturdy kind of little slips, these little envelope things. They're pretty much the same size as the card, just a little bit bigger, and the plastic is kind of hard. So at the pharmacy where I live, I saw, he might still have some. I'll have to see if he's got more. But at the pharmacy where I live, he was selling the pack. I think it had like 100 of them for like $2. And I was like, what, is this man crazy? So I went and I bought like 2 packs of them. I don't even know what I did with most of them, to be honest with you. I think my daughter used a lot of them for Ninja Stars. But the other ones, I was mounting little foam stamps, or I was unmounting the ones that I had like on blocks, and I was remounting them on the little cards themselves, the little foam, the little plastic card protecting cards. and then I will just use that. I will have them like in the bag. I'm trying to see if I find, then I can show you guys. And like when the stamp was small, like I would just cut the card in half and then just use it like that. But I don't know if I have any handy that I can show you guys off the gate, but I'll try to see if he has some, and I can buy another pack off of him, and then if he does, then I'll show you guys more or less what I mean by that, in case you don't know. Yes, you can, Charity. You can also use them as a stencil, but what you're gonna do is that if you use it as, see, if you use this as a stencil, this part that's left over, then you're good, because you can just either trace, you know, the outline, or you can lightly, like, use a really, really light color to kind of dab this in, and then you can go in with a pencil, marker, color pencils, whatever, and then create your details. If you use this, then what you're going to do is that you're going to end up obviously covering everything around it, but you're not going to be, you know, you're going to get the detail of everything around it, but you're not going to get the actual thing itself. So let me see if I have papel. Looking for some papel. Let's see here. What I have here. Alright, so oh my god, you guys, I'm so upset right now. I'm like upset, but I'm not upset. But I am kind of like upset because guess what happened to me again? Somebody stole my package. Deco Art sent me the order that I have requested. They shipped it out, and I guess they never told me because they don't really notify you that the package is on its way. So they shipped it out. I'm waiting, and I'm like, okay, this is taking a little bit of a long time, so let me just hit them up and see if it's on its way and if they can give me the tracking so that I can kind of like track it or whatever. She sends me the tracking, and it's like, oh, it was delivered. I was like, it was delivered? What the heck? So, yeah, they delivered my package, and my package was stolen, which really, really sucks. So, obviously, you don't want to stamp this on the same surface that you're going to be using it on because you're just making a mess. Unless that's what you want to do, you know. You might want to just, get that, kind of like that halo effect. But pretty much, you stamp them, and then you should be able to get the impression of what you're stamping. Now, obviously, I didn't do the greatest of job, but you guys more or less see, I created a stamp out of the foam and the dye. So there's more than one way to skin a cat here, although we do not want to be skinning cats. But you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? So I let Deco Art know, like, listen, that they stole my package. I'm really sorry. Like, it's just a shame. I'm just at a complete loss when it comes to the situation now, because I done put a sign on my mailbox. I got this huge yellow paper, you guys, and it says, please put my stuff in this box, and if it don't fit in this box, it fits nicely in my hand, so knock on my door, I shall receive it. Okay, that's kind of self-explanatory, right? And then when they stole my package, I had to go put another sign down, now on the front of the door, like right under where the looking glass is of the door. And I'm like, don't leave packages on the porch. People are stealing the packages. Give the packages to the respective owners. Do not leave them outside. So I go downstairs to go check the mail, and the mailman just happened to be coming in. And guess what I see on the floor? A package. It wasn't my package. It was somebody else's package. But what I wouldn't want done to me, I don't want done to anybody else. The building is full of people hanging out outside. I mean, it's summer. Come on now. Even though this happens all year round, but it's summer, So I tell them, I'm like, listen, you can't leave your packages. You can't leave people's packages on the porch. Especially if you see that there's a whole bunch of people outside. Like, put it in front of the door at least. Make the effort of putting it in front of the door. That way, if somebody asks you where you left the package, you don't just say, oh, I threw it outside. Like, what are we, garden people? I did not see any wings on my back. I doubt that I live surrounded by fairies. Like, we don't live in the garden. Our mail goes delivered to the apartment. Hello, we have a number. It's on the package. Deliver. So I was so like, stressed out about that. But I put the big sign there. The dude comes and completely ignores the damn sign. It's in red. Like, I don't even know what else to do. What's up, Carmen? What's up? So now, we're here like the package police on the lookout with the binoculars and the GPS and the tracking info and just, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Like, this is crazy. So, yeah. That's kind of what I'm going through right now. Making sure that this is still going. Yes, it is. So, moving right along. Deco Art is sending me the package over again, which really sucks because they shouldn't have to do that. I feel so like because I'm the kind of person that I will tell you, like, if you send something out and the mail loses it or you didn't keep track of it. This is why, like, with the Happy Meal Exchange, I have everybody give out tracking numbers so that people stay on top of their packages, because things like this happen. It's not just in my neck of the woods, you know. It's around the world type of a situation. So, yeah. So moving right along, so we got a fairy out of it. We got this fairy done. And I'm going to have to rerun that. But even this, I can kind of use a little bit if I wanted to. It's not so overwhelming. And then with little parts like this, I'll use my punch. And then I'll just punch out some butterflies. If I can get my punch out of here. Just to use it all up. If I can find it. Here we go. And I'll just use this to, like, punch out some butterflies. Everything has paint of mine. Everything that I own has paint. I just be splishing and splashing everywhere. So, this is considered a die cut too, right? Yes, I can, Deb. I know. I don't know what the heck is going on with this unable to connect to chat. Should I come out and come back in? Because I'll do that. So that you guys can... just to see if it's the app. I mean, so far, thank God my phone is working good. But to see if it's my app that's doing it. Like, I'm going to come back out and come back in. So just be on the lookout. Chances are is that it's going to start a new video. Because I have to end this video so that it does a new one to see if it's the app. So I'm going to do that for you guys. Because it's kind of hard that you guys can't talk to each other. And it's glitching out. So, give me 1 second because it literally just takes like 2 or 3 minutes on this phone to do that. And I'm going to go out and come back in. Because I got that message right now on my screen too. I don't have it on the phone. So if you're on a laptop computer, maybe that's what it is, Deb. Because on the phone, I don't think you're getting it on the phone. My laptop says unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. But my phone is fine. So I don't know. So I'll keep going then, I guess. Let me know, you guys, if you guys can talk to each other or not. If you guys can't talk to each other, then I'll restart it. Yeah, and that's probably why for some reason it's doing that to the computer. I don't know. It's just very odd. I tried 2 different browsers and it did the same exact thing. But on the phone, which is what I'm using to read what you guys are writing, it is not doing that. Alright, Deb. Thanks. We'll do. So let's see here. So we got... I'm going to do a lot of packaging again later. So we got that. Oh, I like this one. This one I haven't used. This was actually gifted to me by... Okay, I won't. Let me just get her name real quick. I want to say Rosalita, but I'm not sure. I don't want to get her name messed up. Got my little box. Oh, I love my little box. It's got everybody's name in it. Let's see here. It's from Nail Art Queen, Rosita. I knew I was close. Rosita. She gave me she gifted me this die. It's super cute and I haven't used it. So I'm gonna open this baby up and give this baby a whirl. Yes, I'm still live. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Tanya. Hello, Janice. My little box is full of people's names and addresses and birthdays. It's just so much fun. Alright, so where's my plates? Here they go. I'm going to keep, this is the wrong one. I'm going to keep my butterfly punch handy because that's what I like to do when I have little pieces left over. I just like to cut out butterflies. I just punch out butterflies. Butterflies are circles because I can use the circles as the bottoms of flowers. But mostly I just like to do the butterflies. So again, I'm going to put my little plates in there. And I'm going to go with this one for that one. And isn't this adorable? It's like a bowl with hearts coming off of it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to do that one. And let's see what else I have. I'm going to do, this is one of those. What the heck is that? That blue pack. Is it Recollection? Isn't it Recollections? Is it Recollections? It's not Recollections. What brand is it? Right now we're just die cutting and chit chatting, and I have to make some die cuts, so we're kind of going through that motion. And we spoke about creating stamps out of the die cuts using foam. Like if you use foam pieces, then you can pretty much stamp them out. So I made on one of my pieces that was left over from my foam, once I cut out my little angel, I pretty much removed the excess foam from around her, and then you can use it as a stamp. So I created that stamp image right there, which is not the greatest because obviously I didn't put too much pressure and it's all kind of beat to crap. But you can do that with good foam. You know, make stamps up for yourself out of your own dies, and that way, you know, you have like the stamp and the die, and you have the collection. Yes. Most likely she got it from AliExpress because I know she mentioned to me that she buys a lot of her dyes from AliExpress. So I think that's where she got it from, but she didn't tell me specifically. Like I bought this here. She sent it to me with her entry. Wait, I can add more dyes to this paper. She sent it to me with her entry into my challenge. Let's see. So I'm just looking for dyes. I'm gonna use this bicycle here. I'm gonna use that bicycle there. And this is probably a very odd thing to do, but I like to paint a lot over my die cuts after I get them out. Like when I'm gonna use them, I'll try to match it up with whatever my background is by just painting over it. Let me use this. I think this feather would fit well in here. I just have to get it out. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna try to see if I can fit one of these feathers in here, because I think one of these feathers would probably look good on this kind of die, this kind of paper. So I'm pretty good right there. Okay, let's do that. Let's see where we go. So I'm using these dies cutting side down. You can do them either way. Some people ask me which way do you cut your dies. I cut them up or I cut them down. It really does depend on where you put that cutting plate. If you put that cutting plate under, then put your dies to face the cutting plate. If you put that plate over, then put your dies to face the cutting plate. And then you'll get the best cut out of it. and obviously try to run it at more than once. I didn't put the foam under here, so let's hope that this cuts well. Yeah, I'm gonna put the foam under it. I forgot to foam up my mat. So this is why I have these little things here, these little packs of foam, because sometimes it just doesn't cut so well. My C plate is not bad. It's heavily used, but it was not as bad. The C plates last a lot longer than the B plates for some reason. So this was not too bad. So I'm just gonna gently place this over, and hopefully I didn't lose my footing. Everything else seems to be good. I'm just gonna find the grooves in here. There we go. And set those back in place. And my thing didn't cut initially, and you guys saw I ran it like 3 or 4 times. But when you put the foam under, it really does make the world of difference. You can hear it cutting through, which you couldn't really hear it cutting through before. Oh, I got static. There we go. So now I have my die in there. I have my die cut in there. Put that out of there. And it cuts straight through. So even though it's a very thin piece of foam, it goes a long way to helping you cut that die cut just right. Especially with those dies that for some reason don't want to cut properly. It does a heck of a job. Like this die for me, sometimes it doesn't want to cut right, no matter what the heck I do. I'll get pieces that just don't cut through, but I don't know how good you guys can see it, but if you can see the darkness, if you can see the little dark outline of every little piece, then then it cut through. If all you see is white and it just looks like a little bit bezeled, but not really cut through. If you don't see dark line, then it didn't cut through. That's pretty much the basics of that. But we love having you, Jackie. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is coming up. So hopefully once I get my phone, I'm gonna be good to go. So that should be arriving in a couple days. I'm so happy. I think once I was able to kind of order that phone, that kind of like changed everything. Because I was stressing, you guys. I was getting ready to do like literally submit and be like, okay, I'm gonna need help. I need a GoFundMe page. I need something to like help me raise some money so that I can buy myself a phone. But thank God, faith pushed me through, and I got a phone for dirt cheap. I just hope it's a good phone and that I didn't get bamboozled. Okay, not to get this thing out of here. They make the holes so small. Like, what the heck? How are you supposed to fit anything in that teeny weeny little hole? So give me 1 segundo while I get myself some kind of a pin here. Try to get this thing out using a little thumbtack. Let's see if this will work. Because I know this one does come out. I've taken it out before. It's just these teeny little holes, and then you got 3,500 of them. So let's see how this bike looks. Yay, we got the bike. All right, so let me put that back in there. I don't want it lingering around. So let's see if I show you guys. So this is the bike, and it looks kind of funky, but in the right situation, then it might actually look nice. It all depends on what you hook it up with, you know? So I'm not going to do too many of that one. Like I said, it's for the right situation. So use foam. Dollar Tree. These are not from Dollar Tree, but Dollar Tree has them. They have Family Dollar. If you have a Family Dollar next to you, they have them. But they're going to be a little bit more expensive if you buy them at the family, what is it? Family Dollar. You want to go to Dollar Tree. They have the thick ones, and then they have these that are the smaller pack and bring like a bajillion of them. You want to get either or. The thicker ones, from my experience, those are the ones that usually have the sticker back on them. Those are good if your plate is warped and you want to just create kind of that leverage. So when it passes through, you know, the thickness of the foam and everything just creates that right kind of pressure to cut through your die. But if you don't, if your plates are good and it's just a situation of your dies, then you could get the thinner one and then just put them on the bottom, you know, cutting side down onto that, so that when it cuts, the paper is going to be here, your cutting side is going to be down. And if you're going to do it over, then, you know, just make sure that your paper and then your foam and then your cutting plate is on top, and then you should be fine. And again, also for making stamps, you can do it. I'm just going to leave those the way that they are because I'm just going to keep running them through. But you can see, I mean, it gives you the perfect cut right there. And you pretty much have yourself a homemade stamp in 2 seconds. So let's see, what else do we have here? So we have this one here. And I mean, you see how it cuts? Cuts like butter. Easy peasy. Came right out. The die came right out. Well, the cut came right out. You guys know what I mean. So now let's get this other one out. So I have this one. This is really, really pretty. I could hook it up with a kite and then make this like the bow under the kite. It's really nice. I really like that. When I saw the die in the little envelope that she sent me, I was like, oh my gosh, she sent me a die. I was so happy. Because I haven't been able to buy any dies for quite some time. So I was like, yay. Okay, this one, no, it didn't break on me. I was like, did this one break on me? Okay, so let's see here. And it's also really good, like, if your die embosses at the same time that it cuts, then when you use the foam, you'll get the best embossed impression on your die. You know, on the paper that's left over, you'll get the nice raised edges. They'll be nice and curved to the side when they're designed to cut and emboss. Not all dies are designed to cut and emboss. But when they are and you use foam under it, or if you have, I know that they sell like the foam mats and all of that stuff for these things, but I don't think that the foam mats is designed to be cut through. So I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if they are. But this is a cheap alternative to using that. You know, if that's something that you wanted to. So we have that one. And then I got all these little pieces. I'm going to have a lot of dies to cut later. I mean, to clean up after later. I have a mess. What? And then again, whatever's left over, I'll just use it later on to create some butterflies. And then keep it going. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on, but my chat is still stuck on So we are going to see. We are going to see. Okay, come on, little pieces. Now, I have this one die that I never really use. Let me see if I find it real quick. I bought it because, again, we tend to follow trends, right? We tend to follow the hype, unfortunately. We all fall into that trap at one point or the other. I bought this thing. And when I bought it, I paid like 20 bucks for this thing. I don't even know. It must have been anywhere between 15 and 20, like, when I got this. But it does this card right here. It's that little halfway fold, kind of like that Z fold kind of card that I made a little while ago without a die. Hello, how you doing? But it does that, and it has like these little cuts, and it's a really, really cute card. But I haven't even used it. The only thing that I've used are actually all the small pieces are the pieces that I've used. Let me see if I bring up this paper here. And it makes a really cute card. but I didn't care for it too much. I really didn't like how small of a base it was overall. Um, it was just like, I thought it was gonna be bigger, even though it wouldn't fit on my machine if it was bigger, but it barely fits. Like, it's right on the money. Literally, it's right on the up to the edges on all sides. But the card is not that great. The card is not that big, and it's got all these little pieces. So I just mainly use like all the little pieces and make like little medallions and stuff like that with it. So Brandy says to clear your cookies or your cache, and that might clear your ability to see the chat on your laptop if you don't want to use your phone. So I don't necessarily use everything that I have. So I'm looking to either get rid of that or swap with somebody that might want it. All the pieces are there. So if anybody is open to swapping for that, let me know. Maybe you guys have a big shot, or you guys have the other machine. It might be a little bit better for you to use it with that one than it is for me to use it with the small one, because like I said, everything is like right on the money, and sometimes my angles don't come out right, so I don't even use it. Give up on it. So let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see, what else do we have here? This is another die that I'm going to show you guys. I don't really care for it too much. Like, it's cute and all. It's cute and all, but it's just not really... It's just not really my thing. And I'll show you guys now what it looks like all cut up. I'm going to put that there. Let me get some more. Let me get this bird cage. I love anything to do with bird cages, birds, butterflies, anything with wings, anything that flies, fishes. I'm not one for deer, so I'm not too fond. I mean, they're really cute, you know, for Christmas cards, but if I can't use it 75% of the time, then I have no need for it. This is why I don't have many holiday things, because I'm only going to use it once a year. So, like, why am I going to go crazy investing money in something that I'm only going to use once a year, and I'm just going to have to keep it in a box or off to the side for like 75% of the time? So I don't even really bother with those too much. But then come the holiday, then I'm like, I need some die cuts. Can somebody send me some die cuts? Who's passing out cookies? It's from the computer browser. I like cookies too. And don't get me started, because I've been fiending. Oh Lord, this is so bad. I've been wanting a banana boat with, oh man, I don't even want to talk about it because my mouth just, a banana bowl with some vanilla ice cream, some chocolate syrup, some whipped cream, some cherries, some bananas, some sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles, because those are my favorite. Oh my God, I can't. There's nowhere to buy ice cream here. And Haagen-Dazs is like $7 in the store. What? And I gotta buy two, because I can't just buy one. We need two, because I'm not sharing. I'm so bad. Okay, trying to find some stuff over here. Just looking. Oh, let's do this bird, because we got the bird cage. We might as well do the bird. I found myself using paper clips to make the little hooks for this. What the heck is this thing called again? This clip it up thing. But now when I go take the things out, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. I know, I know. And you know what's so messed up? It's summer. So all you see on TV is ice cream this and ice cream that and ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. And then the freaking little car, I'm so sorry. The little car with the music of Mr. Softy is a bootlegger, hijacker of sounds. That's not even his beat. He's not even supposed to have that. He's supposed to have something else completely. Because he knows that that's like a nostalgic point for most people, that little Mr. Softy in front of my building. But the reason I don't go downstairs and buy the ice cream for him because he doesn't have soft serve, but he's got a picture of soft serve on the car. It gets me so mad. Because one time, you guys don't understand, when I first moved to this building, I've been dying for like some soft serve, kind of Carvel style ice cream. They don't do those like that. At least not around here. You gotta travel miles and miles and miles to get a Carvel. Fine. So he comes and he parks in front of the building, and I nearly kill myself running down the stairs because I saw the stupid picture on his freaking truck. I'm so mad. It's so funny, but I'm so mad. I saw the dang picture on his truck for the soft serve with the chocolate just syrupy all over the place. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go downstairs. So I'm running with my money in my hand. I'm running and I'm running and I'm running. Literally tripping over everything, having to hold on to the railings just to make it to the first floor because I live all the way up in the top. I get down there and he's not there no more. So I'm like, oh, he's got music, right? So I could hear him coming like when he's 2 blocks down the street. The next day, I hear that music playing, and I'm like, he's on his way. We're ready. My kids are like, your Marcus said, go. I'm running down the hallway to get to the door, to come out the building, to go down the stairs, to go to the corner before he even gets to the front of my building and be like, I want this, that, and the third. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. We don't have that. We only have the scoop ice cream. I said, this dude, I can't believe it. I was so stressed out. I don't even know. Let's just say I didn't get the ice cream because I'm like that. That's not what I wanted, so I'm not gonna get it. He was just like, oh no, we don't have that. So here I come upstairs with ice cream for all my kids because none of them care what they get, right? I'm the only one that's attached to my childhood here. So I wanted the soft serve. You know, you got the Mr. Softy music. You got to have the Mr. Softy ice cream. And you don't have the Mr. Softy ice cream, but you got the Mr. Softy music. So I come upstairs stressed out of my mind. Literally, I think my stomach made an actual spot for it. Like, it shifted to the side and was like, okay, ice cream, you coming right here. Okay? After that, all I felt was hunger. Like, it was just the worst. Yes, I like good humor. See, but when I see a good humor truck, I know what I'm getting. I know that I'm going there for that ice cream. But when you're going to drive through my house, okay? Perpetrating a front, because that's what you're doing, okay? You're bamboozling all of us into thinking that you actually have soft serve ice cream because you have the soft serve ice cream music, but you don't have it. Ugh, I can't. I just can't. That's just too much for me. That day, I was just like, I can't. I'm not doing it no more. You're not going to catch me running up and down the dang steps. Nearly almost busting my behind trying to get to the first floor just for some soft serve ice cream. Yes, Jackie. You know, and it had the dang picture on the stupid truck. I was so mad. I literally was like about to stop in front of that car and be like, stop, okay? Stop. Remove that sticker from your truck. You're not allowed. You're not authorized to have that sticker on your truck. Change the damn music, okay? Change the music. I don't care what you put. You want to put Aladdin? Whatever. Just change that song. Don't put that there. Because you're killing me right now. Every time, in the summer, I hear that damn music twice a day, year after year, from beginning of the summer to the end of the summer. It's just crazy. I can't deal. And I'm sorry to be ranting, but it's just, it's like the funniest story and like the worst story all at the same time. I just can't believe it. You know, I felt like it. I was about to tell my husband, come downstairs. Bring a bowl. We're about to hijack all this ice cream he got going on in here. He gonna stop wanting to pass through here with that damn music. Okay, so where am I? I was just so upset. So now every time I hear the truck, I literally look out the window and just roll my eyes at it. Stupid truck. I can't deal. I need some soft serve ice cream. And I'll settle for Haagen-Dazs, but I gotta whip it for a long time until it gets soft. That's as close as I get. I gotta let it melt just a little bit so that I can eat it soft. Because it tastes good, so. But $7? Nah, man. That's too much. Never mind the toppings, and I gotta buy some bananas and stuff. Like, no. Ahí se queda. I can't. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to do something because I've been feeling for this. You know what it is to want something for 3 years? For 3 years? Like, this is crazy. These are days of my life, Jackie. These are days of my life, girl. Like, I wish. Alright, so we got a bird. We got a bird. Did it come out all the way? This die is a little weird. Because some pieces are meant to only half cut. From what I noticed, they're not meant to all the way cut. So, I'm thinking that my die is not doing the right thing. Is it? Is it supposed to cut all the way? I'm going to have to run this through again. I don't think I ran it enough. I think that's what happened. But it's just the craziest thing. And McDonald's has soft serve, but it's not the same. Their milkshake's not even a milkshake. It tastes good, but I know it's not real. You're not going to trick me with that one no more. So I'm going to run this through again. Let me see if I have to run any other ones. Let's see what's going on with this one right here. It's just crazy stuff, you guys. It's just crazy. I think this one did pretty good. Like, this is a nice one, but I just don't use it often. So I'm trying to figure out, like, the ones that I don't use that often. I'm trying to either get rid of or switch for something that I might use more often. There's no point in me having things that I'm not using, that are just holding up space. So I am open, darlings. I am open to whatever with this, with these, some of these. Not all of them, some of them. But this is a nice one. It's got some cute flowers going on. And it'll be cute for like the bottom of a card or the side of a card or even like a bookmark or a tag. You know, you can layer this with some nice paper in the bottom. This is a cute one. I don't know if you guys can see all of that detail. Maybe in black it'll come out better. What do I have here? See, it's got really pretty flowers kind of coming off at the side. I just don't find myself using it often. And I think I'm getting to a place where if I don't see myself being able to use it or having a purpose to use it for, you know, more than 5 or 6 things, then I don't really need it that bad. No matter what I tell myself at that point in time, I try to talk myself out of it. And literally I'll stop and be like, okay, how many times do you really plan to use this? Are you going to really use this, like, you know, to infinity and beyond? Can it really serve that many purposes? So that's kind of where I am right now. I'm trying to find 1,000,001 uses for things. This is the bird cage. The bird cage came out really pretty. See, bird cage in any kind of paper comes out pretty. that's just the reality of it. You know, you can get away with a bird cage in pretty much any color, and that'll come out nice. Which one? This die? Bye, Damaris. Thanks for joining. I don't know. I gotta figure it out, you guys, because I don't know how much longer I can take without eating some soft serve ice cream. Especially now that I've like relieved so much stress about it. Like, I definitely gotta get some now. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I have a butterfly that I punched out. This is a big butterfly. And this one actually comes with an embossing plate that you put over it, and then you can emboss the butterfly as you cut it. I just didn't do that part. I just left it as it was. So I got that. This one right here, everything else cut except for that. But all of these excess papers, I'm just going to put to the side because I'm going to punch butterflies pretty much out of everything that's there. I have a little by little. Am I? I don't know. So far, it looks like I'm 145 minutes and my screen is still going. I haven't hooked up to the charger, so I don't know. I don't know. But you know what, you guys, I think I'm going to craft something. That way I don't have to just here looking at me cutting stuff all evening long. Let's actually make something. And I'll keep my stuff to the side just in case there's something that I want to cut. But this thing is heavy. Little machine is heavy, heavy. Look at this mess. Alright, so I don't want to lose my dies. So what I do is I'll just put them in a little baggie until I'm ready to repackage them. But at least like this, I won't lose them. Because otherwise, I would be the one to lose the die. That's just happens to be the type of person that I am sometimes. I lose things. So I'll just put all of these dies in here for now. And if I feel like using something from there, then I'll use something from there. So let's see. Brandy said mixed media, so now I got my minds going. I don't know about making something mixed media now, but maybe I could make like a card or something and just put some of these to use. And continue my little die cutting adventure. You never know how many dies you have until you see how many dies you have. Like, geez Louise. I didn't know how many of these I had. And as I'm packaging them up to hang them on the hook, well, not necessarily packaging them, but as I'm grabbing them one by one to put them on the little paper clips, you know, the paper clips so that I could hook it up to that thing. I'm like, oh my God, I was so exhausted just from putting and sliding to the left and sliding to the left. I was like, oh my, I was tired. I'm such a tidy crafter. Why? Because I put things away. Girl, that's how I keep my sanity. Otherwise, I'd be going crazy. I'd be going crazy. Looking for, where did I put this and where did I put that? I just can't help it. I'm not as tidy with other things, though, Brandy. I can be somewhat of a, you know, messy person for the most part. But when it comes to things that I love, like my crafts and my supplies, I can't. I would literally lose sleep over me not finding something. Kind of like I lost sleep when I didn't have my phone working properly. Because I was literally going to sleep like 3 in the morning, you guys. That's why I had no energy. And I was just like so not in the mood. I was so upset. I was going to sleep, waking up late, working on my phone, going to sleep, waking up late, going on my phone. I don't even know how my kids survived for like that week. I was just on basic duty, like, what do I have to do? Let me get it done and let me go work on my phone. Like, that's more or less how I was for those couple days. I just can't because it drives me crazy. Literally, it does. I have to have everything separated, which is why I love that rack because it allows me to keep everything kind of like nice and tidy when it comes to like my little bags and stuff. Oh, I forgot to take one out. Oh well, this one's gonna go like this because I'm not gonna go crazy over a bird. Um, but I just can't. That will literally drive me crazy. Like, I'm the kind of person that when I do my groceries, and this is probably too much information, but when I do my groceries and I put my cans away, all my labels face the front. All the labels and most of my stuff face the front, and it's not that I won't go crazy if I open the cabinet. I don't know if you guys seen a movie. I don't know. I think it was with Julia Roberts. What is it? Sleeping with the Enemy or something like that. That he will go berserk if his cans was like not facing the right way, or he would mess up her cans. One of them two had a problem with the cans and the labels. I know that. I'm not crazy like that. Like, if I open the cabinets, obviously, and the cans are like, left, right, and up and down, like, it is what it is. I have kids. I live. I'm not going to go crazy over the cans, and I won't fix it back either. But when I do put my stuff away, I do put my stuff neatly in rows, and if I can stack them and they're the same group, then I'll put them together. I know, right? Yes, I can't either. It makes it really hard for me, Liz. I can't craft in a pile of stuff. So it's driving me kind of crazy that there's little things I can't pick them up properly. They're giving me the hardest time right now. I need to get one of those little roller things for like lint, so I can pick up all these little pieces and just remove a layer every time I pick up all the little pieces. One of those little sticky rolls. Alright, so that's as good as that's gonna get for now. And let's see. So let me try to get a card base here. Something that's already made, so I don't have to go too crazy. That stuff falling from the sky, man. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I got this. This is one of those used paper pad things that I hauled a while back. So let's see what looks good with what, and then we'll make ourselves a little card. Because the papers that I cut out are not necessarily the best colors, but I want to see how I can make something that might not go together well with something, different. So let's try this blue. And see what we come up with. I can't do that to this. It sticks. Because the crafty mat thing, it sticks to everything. So let's do some stamping. Right? Let's do some stamping and oh, here it is. Okay. Is this a tearaway? Yes, it is. So let's see how we can put some of these die cuts, these awkward little die cuts, to work together. Like one happy little family. Because none of my stuff matches right now, but smile. It's okay. So let's see. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna stamp? That's a better question. You guys saw my stamps. I don't know if any of you remember any of them, but if there's anything that you guys might want me to stamp out, let's see. This is the good and the bad. Now I have it all in front of me. They're easy to look at, but I can't make up my mind to save my life. Okay, this is one of my favorite stamps, so I'm gonna go with this one. And this is from eBay, and I love this stamp. Again, I love these flourishes right here, and I always go for this stamp all the time. So maybe that's not a good thing. Let's see. I don't know. Um, let's see what I do, because I have some feathers here. Brandy wants the sexy corset, the bodice, Carmen, the bodice. Carmen, don't overthink, just let it flow. Bodice, bodice. That sounds more like brainwashing, Brandy. The bodice it is. Okay, so let's find this bodice that Brandy loves it so much. Where are you? I have this one too, but this is not a bodice. This is my Wonderful World of Fashion stamp set. And I've used this stamp set maybe twice. It literally comes with the black ink has poured onto the red ink. But it's like all fashion-y, all fashionista. It's got this little cute dress. And as you can see, I use them and I just pretty much put them away. It's got lips, shoes, it's got a little heart, a purse, some stars, and then I love, whatever you want to add into it, of all these different little things. So maybe I can incorporate some of the stuff from in there to there. Just looking for this bodice. It's sitting here somewhere. You guys want like a 3D bodice where the bodice pops up from the paper, or you want me to just stamp the bodice onto the paper? What do you want, this one? I bought that thing online. Pretty much everything, as you guys know, I buy online because I don't go nowhere. I'm always home. I'm either home or at the doctor's taking my son. So we have the rubbernecker.com cushion, acrylic cushion die. It says die set on here. So I guess this had a die on it, or maybe, because it says acrylic cushion die set. Oh, that sucks. That's probably why it's so much, $10.90, because it had a die with it. I've been hoodwinked and bamboozled. I never noticed that. Let's see. Sticks to them. This might not be big enough. This might not be big enough. So, what am I going to do? Because this is not big enough. So am I going to make my own card base? As usual? I think so. If that's the case, I got to buy white cardstock. All I have left is black. Everything, all my cardstock is gone. So, let's see how we do this. So maybe I can stamp the corset out of this thing here. And I'll cut it out dual. Then I'll figure it out. Oh, maybe I could make a corset card. That would be cool. Let's see. I'd like to know where you got that bodice stamp. I bought it from somebody, actually. But this is the address. This is the website. You get that paper. You get it out of that plastic. You guys can see that. www.rubbernecker.com. And the number is 7101. 71-01, I think, is the item number for the corset. I'm not sure if the price is the actual price for it, or you know, if it was then, it might not be now. But that's the number for this and the website to buy it. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna get myself. I'm gonna form a card, and you guys know me and the big cards, right? So I'm just gonna fold this paper over and try to get it as straight as I possibly can. And then we're just gonna make this a fashion card. So it's gonna have the bodice, and we'll see what else we get in here. Normally I would score this, but this is a very impromptu kind of card. So, and then maybe I'll have some of these. Maybe I could glitterize some of these, because you don't, just because something is a certain way, you don't have to keep it that way. I'm going to glue the heck out of this mother, and I'm going to add some glitter to it. And I'm going to hook set up. I got mine at Scrapbook Expo. So I guess there's different places where you can get it. Maybe if you look up corset stamps, then you can find it. This one is pretty big. Let me see if I find my measuring. This one is, I love this little tape thingamajig. It's about 3¼ 3½ in the middle. It's about 5 inches. At its widest, it is 3¾ It's about 5 inches by 3¾ at its longest and widest. So it's pretty big. It's pretty big. I'm gonna cut this. But before I do that, I'm gonna stamp the living daylights out of this stamp, out of this paper right here. I'm gonna create some texture, some flow on this, and then stamp this onto this so that it at least looks like it's got some kind of background going on. And let me just find my little bagged up. I like things with words, so I'm gonna get my little stamping if I can find it in here. Where the heck are you? So I'm not gonna be using that that other one. I'm gonna be looking for, okay. You're playing games with me. I found you. I found you. I love this stamp because I can use it on anything and everything. So I always find ways, and this is what I'm saying, when you buy something, make sure that you can find 1,000,001 ways to use it. If you're buying a lot, then obviously, you know, you're going to get things that you're going to use and things you're not going to use. A lot of the things that I bought were bought through lots, because I'd rather buy a lot than buy individual items, just because there's a variety, and who doesn't want a variety? That's like getting 1,000,001 presents at Christmas time. You know, all the boxes are for you. So I just love buying lots whenever I can and whenever they're affordable. Some of today's prices are a little bit extra, but whenever I can do it because, you know, it's cheap enough, then I'd rather buy a lot than buy an individual item. Because at the end of the day, you're saving money. Some way, somehow, you're saving money. Where the heck is my... Huh. I'm missing a stamp block. I don't even know where I put it. It's gotta be here somewhere. So I'm just gonna stamp this up. I think this is a recollection stamp. I'm not sure, but it's got the same blue padding as the Prima. I got this without a package, so I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna stamp away all over this paper. Yes, Brandy, you get the most bulk for your buck. Now this stamp has a lot of texture to it already, so this lettering is just gonna be for those little in between spaces where, you know, there's no design to the stamp. That way you still have something going on it in the meanwhile. So I'm just gonna go all over this paper with this. I might have to go get myself another Memento ink pad. And I don't care if it kind of goes all over the place or if it fades out. It's fine by me. You know, double printing, triple printing, it all works for what I'm gonna do. Let me just get myself another little ink pad because this one's kind of drying out. I bought these on sale at Joann's online, and I bought like 4 of them because I think they were like less than $1 each because of the sale. So I was like, cha-ching, rack up. And I also bought the big pad, but I don't know where my big pad is at right now. Alright, so I'm going to do this way. And then I'll figure out what paper I'm going to use on that one. Overall. But you see, like in between some of those spaces, we don't have any kind of print. So now we will. Because I stamped up, you know, the whole background of the paper that I'm going to be stamping this onto. And then I'm going to try to somehow turn that into like a little pocket like I did before. Even though I wouldn't know what to put in it at this point in time, but hopefully it'll do. There you go. So here we have it, and then we have that text in between everything, and then I'll just probably add like a little bit of something or the other, probably some glitter or something to the little flowers, to the little petals of the flowers, and then just paint the centers so that it's got a little bit of texture, different colors and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for right now. Where is my scissor? Where is my baby scissor? Where is my baby scissor? Come on, where are you? Let's see. This can go over here. Little pieces of stuff everywhere. I'm literally looking for my little baby scissors. Found them. Alright, so I got that. This ink is, I guess, waterproof, alcohol proof, and all of that good stuff. If I go into it with some color later, it should be. What did I do with my black paper? Oh, it's under here. So let's see. I got a mess and a half. It's driving me cuckoo. Coolio card. What's a Coolio card? What's a Coolio card, Ruth? Sometimes I'm not up with the slang. I'm not up with the terminology. All right, so let's see. I'm going to cut this, and I guess it did fit overall. It would have fitted all right, I guess. You wouldn't have had much. This would have been a good stamp to use, like for a bachelorette invitation, I guess. I'll be trying so hard not to like cut the edges off. See, like you could use this kind of like that if you wanted to. I'm gonna cut the whole thing out. And then I'm gonna hopefully attach it somehow to this thing here. Now this is the tricky part right here, is the little frill things in the bottom. That thing gave me a heck of a hard time trying to cut them out last time. So I'm not gonna overwork it. Sometimes I try to go too perfect with cutting it and I end up messing up. I gotta learn that it's okay not to be so precise all the time. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave it kind of like that. And see what happens. So I'm not really trying to go in for the little details, like the whole fuzzy cutting thing. I'm not really going for that right now. My biggest thing is just trying to get most of this on here. I'll do my best to fuzzy cut around some pieces later, but I'm not really too worried about it right now. Because I don't even know if I'll let these things actually show. I might put something else kind of hanging from there. Maybe some actual lace. Well, not lace, but like ribbon or something. So right now I'm just kind of forming it and not really going too crazy with the whole fuzzy cutting. And seeing how it goes. Alright, so I got most of this out. I got most of this cut out, and then I have two pieces now because I cut the front and the back of the card together. And I'm thinking that I can make it like a dimensional thing that pops up like this. Maybe not so much of a pocket, but at least give it some dimension by adding some foam or something in between the layers. And then I can actually add some lace down here and then just let some lace kind of pop out. I might even take off some of these garter bells and just add some lace to the bottom of that. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get some decorative paper going on here. Yes, it is a very pretty. It is very, very pretty. And with all the, you know, the texture and stuff in the background now, giving it a little bit more play. Once I start darkening up some of these colors here, it'll look a little bit better. And I think I don't know if I'm gonna go into it with watercolor or what, but I'm definitely gonna try to darken up some of those, some of that color there. Let me see. I have this mixed media pad that I have not used yet, that maybe has some weird color, weird paper that I might be able to use. And this is me and my big ideas, and I call it mixed media paper even though that's not what it is, because it looks very, it's got a whole bunch of like just weird, weirdly populated, you know, patterns. I'm gonna say that. But this is really, really pretty. Some of them are cute, some of them are like, I could do without. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can find one that I like to go with that, the pattern of that blue. Some of these are just very odd. Like, I would not put these together. I like green, and I would not hook this up like this. Oh, no. So, let's just see. This this one might work well. This one might work well with the corset. Where's the thing? It's a little busy, but if I don't find one better looking, then we might just go with that. Pink and blue, pink and blue. Oh, this one might work well too. Just that one there. Yeah, I might go with this one. Keep the whole thing blue. All good for punching, yup. You know, and it has to be the first page of the paper pad, you know? I literally started at the back. Sorry about that, you guys. I didn't even realize that the phone call cut off. I was talking and talking and talking, and I see the video spinning. So, I'm still here. Let me just let you guys know. She's back. Yeah, this is one of the bad things about having this phone, which is why I bought the other one. Even though I got this one working, every time I get a phone call, it bumps off the app. So the other one, I'm not gonna have nothing hooked up to it, because that's how I have my other phone, was just basically for me to stream. So I'm not gonna have no other application on there but the streaming app, and it's not gonna be hooked up to a network, so it won't receive no phone calls. So it won't interrupt my call, my streaming. It'll be nice and clear. So just bear with me, you guys, for a couple more days. We're almost out of this whole situation. Almost there. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and let me put this up here for now. So I just feel like I need more space. Okay. It's a little bit better. Once I get the other phone, then I'll be fine. Hopefully, because, you know, I haven't even seen it out. And I told you guys about it. I should have waited, but I was just so excited. I was just so happy that I was able to, you know, correct the situation to a certain extent and get myself a phone. Because this happened the last time I was live. It kept shutting off and shutting off every time. And I don't want to go through that. What, babe? She's on her way home. That was quick. My daughter got her first job. She's pizza girl. She's working in a pizza shop. So she calls on lunch break. We are a very tightly knit family. She calls on lunch break and stuff like that. Like, hey, I'm on lunch break now. It's newer. Just try to see if you can use the YouTube app. Yeah, it should work because it's gonna be Android 5.1, and from what I saw my mom's, hers updated to 6.0, so it should take it. And if it doesn't take it, at least I should be able to stream live. Either way, I should be able to stream live from the phone because it's gonna be a higher Android either way, and the capacity of the phone is more. So I think it's a 2 GB in the processing, so it should allow me to not have so much issues when it comes to streaming live. At least that's what I'm hoping for. All right, so I'm gonna use this like this, and then this corset is gonna be popped up here somewhere. And then what am I gonna do? What I'm gonna do now is get some of these pieces that well, I don't know about some of these pieces because I didn't do many. I didn't get to do many, but I definitely want to use this one right here. I gotta add some silver to that. I'm not silver, glitter to that. I need some glitter on those pieces. This is like a flower right here. Can add that there, or add that there. Have this here. Add that there. The love bursting out of there? No. No love bursting out of there. I'll see what I do with those. But I'm going to add some glitter to those. In the meanwhile, just to make them shine. And I want to make this a little bit more dimensional. So I'm going to do that to this as well. Bless you. I'm going to do that to that as well. And let me do the glitter first before I start going into that, just so that it gives it a little bit of time to dry. And as you guys know, I have my glitter, my Deco Art crystal ice. I put it in that tray just so that it's easier for me to scoop it out. So we're going to use that. Let me put these to the side for now. Let me flip this paper over because I was actually glitterizing some stuff earlier. So that paper has a fold to it already. Put that there. And then just do this. It's a little hard to see because it's black on black over here with the paper and the die cut. So I'm just trying to kind of get that in there. And having the little tip makes it a lot easier. But either way, it's still a pain in the tush. I don't want it to glue down, so I gotta move it. I gotta move it or lose it. I don't want to lose it. So I'm gonna most likely have to use another piece of paper. Otherwise, I'm gonna have glitter stuck everywhere. Okay. It's just making sure that that's good. I could have just used the glitter paint, but I wanted this to be like almost like a brooch. I wanted it to be fully crystallized. Why is it I grab it with my fingers? Yes, then you don't have to worry about your end. Yes. That's the goal, Brandy, to be stress-free when it comes to me coming on to create or anything. I don't want to have to be worrying about my battery, the this, the that. Like, it's just so many things that, you know, go wrong every time that I live stream. And it's been happening to me since I started. So I'm really trying to overcome that and evolve, if you will. And hopefully this phone will help me do that, because the capacity is more. Like, I don't know if you looked up the specs on it, Brandy, but regarding like the reviews that I've seen, because I've looked at the reviews. I don't just go by, oh, this phone is cute, let me buy it. Oh, no, no, no. It's got to serve a purpose. It's got to do what it's intended to do, what I needed to do. So I Googled everything, and I saw videos about it, and just me having it in my hand because my mom, you know, has one, was not enough for me to say, oh, I'm going to buy this phone because it looks cute. Like, no. I don't care for cute right now. I need it to function. Alright, so Ooh, almost showed you guys something I was working on. Oops. Spellbinders. I finally found the thing. Spellbinder dies. Like, why I kept saying recollection. I need paper. Oh, this glue's gonna dry in my hands. Alright. There we go. Let me just get this going. And then what I'm gonna do, actually, is flip it over. And stick it on there. Just so that I make sure I get the most of it as I possibly can. There we go. This glue is just a chunky little monkey. Alright, that'll work, right? That'll work for now. So we have one. Where did you find the needle nose for the tip for the glue? I know I saw, who was it? I think it was Blessed Hands. She bought one of these needle tips on eBay. They're called Fine Tip. I saw, I think it was on Instagram, I'm not sure. I think it was on her Instagram. Yeah, it must have been on her Instagram. I think I saw her that she bought one of these off of eBay. Now, if you go on eBay, you'll probably be able to find the tips, these little tips. They're fine tips. Or riders, fine tip riders. Sometimes you'll find them under the word riders because they're so thin that you can write with them. But I got this one from Deco Art. Hi, Patricia. No, you didn't. You just missed me cutting out some dies and just chit-chatting. On this one, I'm not trying to be too precise, so I'm just kind of squiggling this glue on everywhere because it's a really big, it's a really wide base. But I don't mind some of the black sticking out on this one so much. I just want to make sure that the edges, the inside edges are covered up well. So that's really what I'm worried about the most. It's just this inside edge right here. And the rest I'm fine with. This glue dries really quick, so that's why I have to kind of do it the way I'm doing it. And then I'm just gonna stick that on there just to add that little bit of glare. Just wanted to shine a little bit. Just a little bit. This one, I don't think I'm going to use this one so much. I think I'm going to leave it with those two. And I'm probably going to stick one on top of the other. I think is what I'm going to end up doing. Something like that. Something or the other. So let me put this to the side so that I can keep gluing the other things. I might use them, I might not use them. It all depends on how it fits in with what I'm trying to, I guess with how I want it to look, which I don't even know how I want it to look. There you go. No problem, Patricia. No problem at all. I'm right now working on, I'm working on a bodice card that I have cut out. I have stamped and cut out, just this right here. And I'm gonna go ahead now and stick this card, well, this paper to this card base. And I'm gonna rough out my edges real quick, as I normally do. So I'm just gonna take a pair of scissors and just... ¿Ah? Sí, ese tabla se cayó. No, amor, porque se fue del otro lado. Yo vi cuando cayó, cayó para acá. So again, this is just to add texture to the edges of your card. Also helps to eliminate any imperfection in cutting. So this is going to kind of go like that. And just going to glue this in. Thank you, darling. Anything with glitter looks good, right? Especially with fine glitter. The best thing I like about these fine tip applicators is the fact that you don't waste so much glue. Because it is so easy to over glue something when you're using the regular glue bottles. It is super easy to pour out a whole bunch of glue that you don't even need onto something. I've done that so many times. See, I cut it a little bit bigger than I needed. I've done that so many times, it's not even funny. See, no matter how much I measure this paper on that cutter, I'm always off. I always cut the paper too big or too small. I could write it with a line and literally put the marker right where it needs to be, and this paper will always be a little too large. At least by a centimeter or two. Alright, so we have this part. And it's got that glitter on it, so that's kind of cool because it kind of goes with the theme. I'm going to darken this up just a smidge, so let me get a marker. There. I'm gonna get that there. I'm gonna use one of these here. Let's see what I have. This one might work. Oh Lord Carmen, can I get a woosah? My case just knocked my whole wash. Wow, Liz. Woosah, girl. Breathe. Breathe, girl, breathe. Because it's going to take a little while to pick that up. Uh-oh. Woosah, girl. I know how you feeling right now. Alright, so I'm not going to go too overboard with that. And I am going to go over the edges of that once I'm done with the gluing. I'm going to glue this part down first because this is going to be dimensional over it. So I'm going to see more or less, you know, what I want to do with that and how I want to hook that up. So I'm just going to glue this down kind of like the middle. I'm not going to glue the whole thing down because if I want to tuck things here or there, I want to be able to do so freely. I'm also going to remove these little things here. I'm only going to leave those top ones. I'm going to remove these bottom ones here. I don't feel like I need those there. So I'm going to remove these. So I took the little nubs, the little nubs. I took those little things off that were kind of hanging there. So let's see how we do this. Just going to put that there, somewhat in the center. Kind of in the center there. No, ¿cómo va a ser? Liz, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. You just have to woosah, girl. They just wanted to play with your stuff, girl. They just wanted to play with your stuff. That's too funny right now. Because I know you're like, oh my God. I know you bugging out right now. Let's see. So I'm going to cut this here. And glue this here. So I'm going to glue this here. And since this is embellishment glue, you guys, you can glue fabric, you can glue anything. My daughter's dress, her prom dress, when she was putting it on, I guess she tore it a little bit. And guess what I got? I was like, wait a minute, I got glue. I put a little bit of that glue on, she was good to go. Oh no. You should have pictures. You should have pictures, girl. Think. You gotta have some kind of picture going on there somewhere. Or maybe a video. Alright, so we got that much there. And then this is gonna go like right there. And then, bless you, babe. I'm wondering if I can just kind of maybe roll these out. I'm not really feeling these little things because it's hard to cut. See? You got pictures. Just look at the pictures. You know what? I'm going to cut these little thingamabobs off. I can't. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so I'm thinking that I can glitterize the heck out of this bodice. What do you guys think? I'm gonna glitterize the heck out of it. Instead of painting. It won't be much longer, girl. We're almost there. We're almost there. I just hope this glue don't dry on me before I'm done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Brandy. You need some honey tea. Or drink some raw honey. Alright, let me do this part first and see where we go from here. She has a huge boob. She has huge boobs. Girl, I didn't make the course. I didn't make it. Let's see. Smart, Carmen. Clean it up and throw it right back in there. Atta girl. That's how you do it. Alright, so. Oh, I forgot one edge. Yeah, I'll do that now. Once this dry completely, then I'll be able to brush off a lot of that excess glitter that is on here. There is a lot. But you don't want to brush it off while it's still wet. Because then you're going to brush off the glitter. I was okay with this morning, but time started getting... Uh-oh. It's no good, Brandy. Could it be the change in weather? Is it cold and hot over there? Okay. So let's see if I keep going with this whole design thing. So I think that's a better look for it. Sorry I'm out of frame. I'm just gluing the last little bits, adding the glue to the last little bits here. I ended up kind of doing the whole outline with the glue just to finish off the whole look with it, and then so that kind of looks cute, right? It's gonna be on there. So we have the black pocket now, and then we have the white matching with the white lace. That kind of works. Ah, you got rained on. Well, that won't help. That definitely will not help. Okay, so let's see here now. Because we definitely got to do some things to this card besides just add a bodice on it. And this is just the front base. No, the inside has not been done anything with. And there's glitter all over this, which is still loose glitter. But I can't do nothing about it until I don't dry that up. There's so much excess glitter on this thing. All daycares are germ havens, right? It does, like a sleepover. I need something for up here. So let's see. How's this thing going? I don't really like how it looks, to be honest. I really don't like how it looks. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't really like how that looks. Or this feather for that matter. Feather looks hella crazy. I feel like she got chicken arm. Can't put that somewhere else because then it'll look like something completely different. What else can I do? I need something to do here because this alone is just not gonna cut it as a card. What can I do? What can I add? What can I do? Let's have some fun with some glitter, shall we? On the thing? Okay. I'll try that. And then I'm gonna have some fun with some glitter. Where is my stamp? What did I do with it? Oh, it's up here. And bring it all together. Oh, I know. I have a stamp that'll go perfect. That will go perfect with that. Where are you? I hooked up all my stuff, but it's not organized yet. I just put it all up. I just wanted to see it all hung on there. So I just put everything up, but I have yet to organize my stamps properly. But if you guys remember a stamp that I showed you guys, it's the one that has the word romance on it. This one, it has the word romance in it. So I think that will be a perfect stamp for this bodice, to go with this bodice. And this could be like the kind of card that you give your husband, I guess. Thank you. This could be full of coupons, you know, buy one get ones, BOGOs. So you can have like date night tickets and you know, cute little stuff like that, and you can make this kind of card into something like that with some cute little coupons inside, or with a pair of like movie tickets or something like that. Alright, so let's see this one. I hope I put this on straight because I'm the worst at putting stamps on straight. My stuff always comes out crooked. So I hope that this comes out well. Woohoo! Just. Alright, that came out well, so I'm happy. Let me just get this black marker and fill in. This is black, right? Fill in some of this, some of the areas that just didn't come out. It's the same ink, so it should blend in pretty much seamlessly, just to make it look all the way the same. All right, so romance it is. And now I can add a little bit of the text to the sides here and there. It all depends on what's in the card, Liz. It all depends on the kind of coupons you got. Is it a 15%, 20%, 30%? Is it a 50, 75? I don't really care so much if that bottom one gets dirty because I'm going to be covering that up. Just a little bit of romance, a little love letter. Just a little love letter. Nothing more. What? You are dying on me. How dare you? Here I go with the life support. So let's see. All right, so I think this is about done. I'm just gonna add this thing on here, and these little glitter pieces was like, we ain't going there. So I'm gonna have to let them be. And let me just get some of this glitter off of this thing very gently, very gently. Alright, so I collected some of my little pieces of glitter that was still stuck onto the bodice. So let me get these out of here. I need black embossing powder. If anybody has black embossing powder and is willing to switch some with me, I have gold. I have 3 jars of gold. I have no jars of black. So if somebody wants to switch black embossing powder, I'll have no problem switching it for one of my golds. If you need to know the size or the amount, let me know and I'll tell you. But I need black embossing powder so that I can emboss like a boss. So let's see. So we have that. So romance, all right, all right. Unos cuantos besitos por aquí, unos cuantos besitos por allá, and we are good to go. I'm gonna add some kisses to this front of this card, because I'm anticipating romance. It's not even it's the other phone, it's the chat one, the one I'm reading the chat off of. My other one, don't even talk about it. Let's just leave. That one's in peace right now. Let's leave them in peace. So I got these kisses right here. I'm gonna slap some red stuff on there, and I'm gonna put some smooches here and there, just to complete the card before I even glue it all together. And I think that that'll do it. The whole aspect of romance, right? That captures romance in a nutshell. So I'm gonna use this marker here, and this is the Memento stamp markers. So I'm just gonna put this on there nice and thick and just smooch away. A few kisses over here, a few kisses over there. I think they get the drift, right? It's a sexy card with the bodice and all. It's a very intimate card, very romantic. Inside are some hidden instructions. Yeah, hubba bubba. Some kisses here and there. Don't want to OD with the kisses, but just going to be adding some extra ones here and there. Yes, this is definitely VIP right here. And I just add like a little half a kiss there, and add like a little half a kiss there. Just keep it cute. Don't want to overwhelm it too much. But you guys get the drift. You guys get the drift. So let me just kind of get this little edges here. Alrighty then. So we got this going. Yes, we do. But it's all good. We all a work in progress. So that's going to be like that. Really cute, right? I wish I had something that said for you right here. But I think that would be too much innuendo. So I'm going to leave that be. What I have to find, if I can find it, is my foam. I have werewolves outside. So don't mind that. Let's see here. I don't know where I put my foam at. Where I put my foam at. Let's see. Okay. You guys hear the werewolves? I have werewolves. I guess the moon is full today. You know what they say about the full moon and this. and what comes out at night. This is amazing. It's cute though. They're being encouraged. Alrighty there. Somebody just killed the wolf outside. Because he went from howling to screaming for bloody murder. Alright, so I don't find any foam. I know I have some. Where did I put it? Who knows? Who knows where I put it? Let me see. Let me check one last spot. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't find my foam tape. So here. Why would I put that tape so far away, knowing that I'm gonna need it? Ugh. Alright, so yeah, I don't find my foam tape, so I guess I'm gonna have to leave it like that. I wanted to give it some dimension, but I'm not gonna be able to, so we're gonna leave it. We're gonna have to leave it be for now. And I'll just have to leave it be for, okay, stay in my hand. Somebody wants this. Because it keeps flying out my hands. Alright, so that's it for that. And make sure that I put this on properly. And right there. I would have liked to have made it with some dimension, but I don't know where I put my foam tape at. I gotta find it. This right here, I'm not really feeling that, so I'm gonna do something about that right now. But I can't wait to get my phone so you guys can see this stuff like in more how I see it, the dimension in which I see things. More, yo quiero helado hoy. I don't know what we're gonna do. Vamos a tener que robar una vaca por ahí, yo no sé. A ver cómo resolvemos esta situación. Vamos a tener que robar una vaca por ahí a ver cómo resolvemos esta situación y compramos helado. Okay, I'm missing something. Thank you. Not bad, right? I mean, this could have definitely been a little bit more, but with this thing here, it was kind of hard to put that there. And definitely, you know, you can add a little bit of shading, even some heavy stamping, like right around here, make some borders or something, add some more decoration to the side of the card. But I think it's straight to the point. And then the inside is empty because use your imagination. But not bad, not bad. I'm trying to figure out what else I can add to this card before I let it go. Maybe I can add a little bit of blingage or something to it, just to spruce it up a little bit. Make it a little bit more something snazzy. Deja la vaca quieta. Oh my god, you guys heard me? This phone, the quality of the audio sucks, but it sure does pick up well on sound. It sure does pick up well on sound, boy. You guys don't understand right now. And these little wolves outside. I'm trying to see, what can I put in the center of that? Little stud there. Little black stud there. Maybe I can get away with a little black one there to tie in the black with the romance. Oh, Jessica likes it. Not Jessica. Why I say Jessica's Jackie? I'm thinking about Jessica Rabbit. from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You guys remember that? That's so old school. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue right there, and just okay. Alrighty, come on now, fingers. I spent all these years of my life trying to get long nails, and now that I got them, I don't like them because they don't let me grab onto nothing, and now I can't stop them from growing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna add a little bit more, and I'm gonna add some like right here to make it seem like the little garter belt that I popped off. So let's see how far I go with this one. And I'm gonna just add these little black ones right there, and I think that should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 5 of them on each side, just to give it the impression of the garter belt. And where did I put it? Like right here. Some pearls around the neck. Ooh, somebody's getting fancy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hasta ahí llegó. Alright, so we got the garter belt, and we want some diamond, some pearls or some diamonds, because we have all that bling. But is that even gonna look good? Because it's just gonna be like a half a C there. Let's see. Ooh, sexy. Casi, casi. Almost sexy. If it wasn't for my crooked word here. There we go. What do you think? Put thin blue lace coming down the little stones you place in the middle. Thin blue lace? Oh, like add the lace and then add the stones on top of it? Girl, I hope I could do that, because I done glued this. Let me see if I find some. I got so much stuff going on around me. I got a box full of things that I'm giving away from my giveaway, which I've been collecting things that I no longer use, and then stuff that is new and some stuff that I've used but I no longer use, to give them a new home. So I figured the giveaway was the best spot to do that. Oh, I found it. I found ribbon. I don't know about lace, but I found ribbon because the lace that I have is a little too wide. But I don't know if this is even going to match. It's not going to match. It's not the same. I might have to leave it like that. At the bosom. Glad you made it at the bosom. Oh, at the bosom? What? What happened to the bosom? Let's see. I'm trying to see if I at least find maybe black, but ¿qué pasó de la boca? Yeah, I'm trying to find some here. I have so much stuff. in different drawers that I could literally have to go drawer to drawer, drawer to drawer, and just see what's where. Um, and I don't seem to have any easy access. I have, but it's probably somewhere deep in one of these drawers. I need a better system. A better system overall, so maybe I can just use some of these to just kind of just add a few pieces of diamond here and there, just to kind of give the car a little bit of a pop. What? Did you guys just hear my phone? Just a little bit of a pop. Putting them to face different directions. Let's see. I think this will do it. And I think with this card, you guys, I am going to call it a day. Because today I've been on for literally like 3.5 hours with no potty break. So I think that was it. I think we did it. Put my stuff away. I got a lot of cleaning to do, you guys. So I shall bring it up to you so you can see it. And we'll definitely make more stuff. I got little things everywhere. We'll make some other stuff moving forward, but this is the card. It's really long. Very, very sexy. It's got all that beautiful glitter on it. She's got the longest necklace in the world, but it'll do for now. Kisses everywhere. And your imagination shall tell you what is inside the card. But right now, I am leaving it blank. And who knows? If I get enough of these done, then eventually I'll end up doing something where I'm giving either, I'm giving them away. For right now, this is going to go in the little box of treasures. And I'll probably do some random stuff moving forward. And I'll be able to just pull out stuff that I have and randomly give them out. They'll be either on my live streams or on my regular videos, somewhere along the line. But I have a lot of things that I'm hoping will start working for me as soon as my phone gets here, and it'll keep my plans in motion. But with that, you guys, I will bid you all farewell. Have an awesome, awesome night. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the next time that I see you, it'll be on my big screen and not this little one. Have an awesome week. Stay crafty, my friends. And I will catch you all later. And remember, you're all awesome. Yay. So I will catch you all later, you guys. Hugs and blessings to all. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.